So, okay, do your intro.
I don't have one yet.
You don't have one yet?
No. Hi, I'm Meadow.
And she's Meadow. Hi, I'm Spank the Wonder Dog, and this is...
I'm Meadow.
And I'm Josh.
And this is our first sit-down video, so we don't know what we're doing.
Nope, not a clue.
But just like a quick background.
You can't see, but the cat is right here.
Just a quick background. We're married. We've been married for about a year and a half.
Yeah, about a year and a half. Well, yeah, about a year and a half.
About a year and a half. But we've known each other forever. We live
Like 10 years?
Yeah, 11 now.
Oh yeah, okay.
We live in San Diego because this is the last place that he was stationed. But we are from California originally, just more central. And this is Sloan.
Yeah, this is Dr. Mark Sloan, Kitty Sloan. Anyways, I guess the main point of this video is going to be more to talk about kind of like my service and the process that I went through to get out. I joined the Navy. I was shipped to boot camp November 20th of 2013, and I just got out on April 20th of 2020. So a little over 6 years, about 6.5 years. Spent my first duty station in Maryland at Fort Meade, and then went to the USS America here in San Diego, and then came time for the ship to change home ports and become forward deployed naval forces to Japan. The ship was about ready to leave for Japan, and she started to miscarry like the day, 3 days before we were supposed to leave, and she was still miscarrying when the ship was due to leave. So a lot of emotions and everything that happened, and ended up going to medical and talking with mental health and whatnot.
I also think it's important to mention that here in San Diego, there was no support system left for me. Everybody who I had become friends with here in San Diego was leaving to Japan. So I was left with knowing absolutely no one here.
Yeah. So after talking with mental health, it was pretty clear that like leaving her in that kind of environment where she has like zero support system, and dealing with the situation and the high stress situation that we've been going through with the kids and the court system and all that.
We are in the middle of a very nasty custody battle as well.
Custody, yeah. So talked to them. They made the recommendation that I get out a little bit early, which is fine because I was due to be out anyways. The only reason I was still in is because a whole Navy policy. They made me extend my my EAOS to my PRD. So because I was supposed to be out May 4th of 2019, so I just kind of got involuntarily extended. But I still completed 2 enlistments. I feel like I served my time. And the process to get out has been like a huge headache. All that stuff happened in November.
Like mid-November 2019.
Yeah, like mid-November, and it took them until April to finally get me out. There was just all kinds of hoops and stuff that they tried to get that we had to jump through.
With also giving him as little information as possible during this process, and then just springing just a load of information on him at once with a very, very short time frame. It was kind of the pattern with how things have been since November.
And so they moved for it was an administrative separation for medical reasons not resulting in disability. So we filed the whole 1306/7 to get out early, for the family situation and everything, and
which is honorable.
Yeah, so since I was in for over 3 years, there was a bunch of extra hoops that I had to jump through. I had to go through a different, a flag officer and all that. So it took like that first step of the paperwork took until like literally December 31st, like New Year's Eve is when they finally like signed it and put it through. And then we was probably gonna get out in February, and then we were all TAD to a pre-com ship, and before, you know, receiving their commission, their ship was being built in Missouri. Their ship was finally done being built, so they were sending everybody over there, so they needed to find a place for us, and then we kind of got lost in the shuffle, and they had to find a new place for us. We ended up going to PSD at first, and then they sent us to the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society, and basically worked at the thrift shop until I finally made it over to TPU. Now, I kept getting told that, like, yeah, you know, we're gonna go through this whole process. Once you submit your paperwork and everything, like everything gets through, they'll give you a date to get out. And like everybody else I went in and they got like their DD-214, and they got like a date between like 3 and 5 weeks out that like they were gonna officially be out.
And this started when, like, this started almost like the exact time the coronavirus pandemic started.
Yeah. So and the whole coronavirus stuff started in March, and they stopped, you know, restricted the movement, which also kind of put a damper on the process. And then I was told that, like, you know, I had been talking with employers about like when I get out for jobs and everything like that. I had been talking with them, and you know, like, oh, you know, when are you able to start? And I was like, I don't know exactly yet, because you know, this whole situation. I couldn't give them a set date, so you know, they're trying to work with me. There's not much they can do because they didn't know when I was actually going to be able to start, and then there's nothing I could do because I didn't know when I was going to have the DD-214 or anything like that. Like I didn't know when my exact out date was. And then, you know, we go in, I finally, because I'd been sitting on the paperwork for a while, like I had everything I needed. I was just waiting to give it to the people that needed to see it so that they can approve it and move it through. And then I was told, like, you're gonna turn it in, and we gotta wait for PSD to come back. And then once it came back, that like there should be some time, because they were kind of delaying the process, and they weren't gonna let people out because of the whole coronavirus stuff. They were gonna put out like a 60-day hold or something like that. And well, I went in on Wednesday, literally the week before I was supposed to get out. I went in on Wednesday, and they told me you're out on Monday, and I was like, what do you mean I'm out on Monday? Like, I don't have the job lined up yet. I was waiting for you guys to tell me when my exact out date was, and you know, you told me to expect like 3 to 5 weeks out, and you know, that's what I've been telling employers. So employers aren't able to start me until like May or June time period. So now I'm out. I'm still waiting to hear back from like multiple employers. I've been applying like crazy. I've probably submitted, I don't know, maybe like 300 applications.
He applies
I find
40
the places that like hire people doing the kind of stuff that I do, and I literally just like search California, because we have to stay in California for now while we deal with this whole custody situation. I will literally apply for like every position in California for these contractors and stuff like that, which sucks because I have somebody that like wants to start me in Maryland, and it would be great if we could take it, but we can't, because we can't take it yet.
They wanted to hire him on the spot months ago, even without an out date yet, not knowing. They were ready to hire him on the spot, and pretty much just have him lined up for when he got out, and unfortunately, there was absolutely nothing we can do.
Because of the whole court situation.
Yeah. So. If we could leave the state, if that was possible, we would have no problem moving at all. We want out of California.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much that story. So now I'm just kind of sitting here, growing my beard. It's just waiting to hear back from jobs, and it's stressful because, you know, during this time everything's on hold.
Coronavirus, and things are getting a little bit scary, just because to be getting out with the whole world being so unpredictable, it's just something else weighing on our shoulders a lot right now.
Yeah, like it's already stressful to transition to civilian life, especially for someone like me. Like I was a Sea Cadet growing up. I'd been doing Navy kind of stuff for like since I was 13. So being out of the Navy now and like realizing like I'm like completely done with the Navy is just like mind-blowing. I finally have like all this freedom, like I could go do anything I want, technically. Like, it's a good feeling, it's also a scary feeling, especially to like not have the job completely lined up. And I'm also using my post 9/11 to go back to school online though, because that's the only place that I can go and get an intelligence studies degree. I only get like a portion of it since it's an online school. Post 9/11 normally gives you like E5's BAH rate for the area that your school is in if you're attending full time, which I'll be attending full time, but it will be online, so I'll only get a portion of that. And I think it comes out to like 847, even though the BAH rate here was it like 2,800? So, you know,
San Diego is definitely not the best place to kind of be left.
Yeah. The only reason, like, for service members to be able to be in California and San Diego is because of, you know, BAH and other allowances that they give you. In order for a service member to get out in San Diego, they need to make between $70,000 and $80,000 a year right off the bat for them to maintain that quality of living. Our place is 1,000 square feet, so it's a little townhouse.
In a decent area, not great, not horrible.
The rent, only because I'm like grandfathered in pretty much right now too, is $2,300 a month.
And people who don't live here, people who aren't in San Diego and they don't understand, they look at us like, why are you guys living such luxury filled lifestyle? We're not. We live in a townhouse in an apartment complex. Like it's not like downtown where things are more expensive or anything like that. We could not find a place much cheaper than what we're paying right now.
When I found this place when I moved out here, it was honestly the cheapest place for the amount of square footage that I got, and that's for like 2 bedrooms. I had a roommate back then who still owes me $6,650.
That's besides the point.
That's why he's not my roommate anymore.
But yeah, so we're kind of left in a really crappy situation, and I really don't think things would be this bad or scary if we weren't in the middle of the whole pandemic going on. That just makes things a lot worse. It's a lot, but we have plans in place, and
that's, you know, you just gotta be thankful for the little things, and, you know, thankful that we got family that loves us and supports us right now. So and anyways, that's how you get rid of diarrhea.
No.
Oh no. Hit that like button and hit subscribe, and you can see the videos that we have that will be coming out, which will probably include a lot of our cat. Okay, maybe she doesn't want to do videos of the cat, but I'm probably gonna record a lot of the cat, so